All right, here we go. Starting off week 7. Should be a beautiful week for basketball. So we're going to start with a warm-up, just getting up and down the court a little bit just to get loose. So we're just going right hand, dribbling down and back for whatever distance you want to do. Then you're going to do your left hand, do the same thing, just dribble down, turn around, and then dribble back. Then we're going to go back to our right hand, but then we're going to go right hand down, and then we're going to right hand back, but we're going to go backwards on the way back. So again, just kind of warming up our muscles, getting nice and loose and getting ready for this workout. Then again, we're going to do that also with the left hand. So left hand down, left hand back, but then we're going to go backwards on the way back just to get warmed up. So next what we're going to do is we're going to do split leg between the legs. So you're just going to go back and forth between your legs. Your legs are going to be like in a lunge position, so forward and backwards from each other instead of side to side. You're going to go 30 seconds on one side, and then you're going to switch your legs around, and you're going to go 30 seconds on the other side. After that, we're going to do some dribble moves into layups. So the first one we're going to do is do a pound cross. So we're going to take a dribble with our right hand. We're going to cross over twice, nice and quick, and then we're going to come into a right-handed layup. So we're going to shoot 10 on the right side, and then we're going to go 10 on the left side. So again, making sure we're keeping nice and low, starting with that right hand pound. So ball starts in the right hand, take a dribble, crossover, and then we're going to go into a right-handed layup. Then when we switch to the left hand, now we're going to start with the ball in our left hand, and then we're going to cross again. As you get more comfortable with it, make sure that you are speeding up your crossovers. So that's really going to help to get in front of that defender or get past that defender when you're making this move in an actual game type situation. And then once you make your move, after you get to your gather, so once you pick up the basketball, then get your eyes on the corner of that square and look to finish it right off that corner of the square. So make sure you get your eyes up instead of down on the basketball once you get to your finish. Then we're going to get into pound cross between layups. And so we're going to start with, again, on our right side, we're going to pound. So right hand dribble, crossover between the legs, going up into a right-handed layup. And so again, we're going to do just shoot 10 on the right side and then shoot 10 on the left side. And so the biggest things on this one is after you do the crossover, make sure you get that nice split going forward with your feet. So kind of like what we did with the warm-up with the split leg between the legs. We want to do that same thing once we get into our move. And then get that foot nice and forward. So we want to go towards the hoop with that foot that we're attacking with as we go between the legs. Then we're going to switch to the left side. We're going to start with our left hand. And so for some of you guys, this might be a little bit more challenging if that's your offhand. If you're a lefty already, the right hand might be a little bit more challenging. And whenever you get to a challenging drill, right, don't be afraid to keep working at it. You don't have to be perfect at it, but just keep trying your best until you get really good at it. And then as you get better at it, then just work on perfecting it. You can work on going for speed. You can work on making more layups every single time you do it. But whatever you're doing, make sure you're doing it to your ability level. You don't have to be better than everybody else. You just have to continue to get better every single day. All right, we're going to end this workout with quite a bit of shooting. And so just really working on our shot and getting some shots up this week. And so we're going to start first with some form shooting. So even the best shooters in the world are going to first start off when they walk into the gym. Instead of going to the three-point line and start chucking up threes, they're going to start as super close to the hoop, and they're going to work on some of these similar form shooting drills. And so we're working on 2 form shooting variations. So the first one is just a one-handed shot. So you're going to put the ball in the hand that you shoot with, and you're just working on shooting with one hand, really working on creating that U shape with your shot, getting the valley underneath the basketball and shooting with your fingertips, and then finishing with your pointer and your middle finger going towards the hoop. And so we're going to be working on that. And then the second one is we're going to be working on just now placing the guide hand next to the basketball, still shooting with one hand, but then focusing on putting that guide hand next to the basketball. And so what I want you to do is I want you to shoot 5 with just one hand and then 5 with your guide hand at the 5 spots that we show right here next to the hoop. And then we can move on to the next drill. Then last drill of the day, now we're going to be picking 5 spots. So you can pick whatever 5 spots you want to work on some shots. And then, so we just place cones down, but you don't necessarily need to put cones down if you don't want to. But sometimes it's nice to kind of remember where your spots are at. And so we're going to be shooting 10 shots from each spot. So at the end of this, you're going to have 50 shots up. And if you want to, you can pick the same spots every single day of the week, or you can pick different spots. And if you pick the same spots, if you want to, you can kind of record, if you want to journal and write down how many you made at each spot. You can get competitive with yourself a little bit, and you can then try to beat your score from the other day, which can sometimes be fun, or you can choose different spots that you want to work on. And so we're just taking 10 shots from each spot. For the demonstration, the guys are just doing 2 each, but just so you can kind of see that we're just going to be rotating around to the different spots as we're shooting. And then always make sure that we're keeping good form as we're shooting. So try to be the best form that you can as you're shooting. Again, if you ever need help and want some help with looking at your shot and dissecting it a little bit and making some improvements, if there's stuff that you're struggling with, just let me know and I can always help you do it. But at the end of the day, make sure that we're having fun with it. If that's being competitive and doing it that way, then you can do that. If it's just going out there having fun and playing basketball, then you can do that as well. So keep working hard, keep up all the good work, and all the gains are going to start to show here very soon. So keep up the work. I can't wait to see you guys on the court again here soon.